I'm Jacob.
I'm Yuri.
And we're going for a drive.
Chauffeur, tell me what the name of this car is.
2022 Mercedes Maybach S580 without launch control.
Send it.
Brake boost. My experience doesn't really matter. Yuri, how was yours?
Very comfortable, not too loud, but I would like to know how much horsepower and torque is in this car that I paid for.
This one has 496 horsepower and 516 pound-feet of torque from a twin-turbo 4-liter V8. And I'm sorry for yelling, sir.
Yeah, it's all right. I'll allow it, chauffeur. I see you're also wearing the shorts and t-shirt, as am I.
Yeah, and our sponsor, Continental. Shout out Continental. The recommended Continental tire would be the Sport Contact 6.
And the reason we're dressed like this is because we're new money. We're not that old money. We don't wear suits.
Old money does not buy Maybachs. Yes, it kind of does. But new money also really does, because Drake has a Maybach.
Drake also has a channel on SiriusXM. Jacob, can you go to that and crank it on the Burmeister sound system?
Yeah, you're gonna have to give me a second here. Gonna take it off your climate control settings for the rear seats, which I can control. Gonna go to radio, SiriusXM. I'm gonna go to Drake's channel, which is Sound 42.
Awesome, and I'd like you to go home and can you get me a free 3-month trial subscription at SiriusXM.ca/thestraightpipes?
I don't have to. Everyone could just do that right now online.
Perfect. By the way, this sound system is like absolutely incredible.
Yeah, you can crank it to max volume and it's crystal clear. There's so much bass that I actually think there's bass in the seats.
I'm gonna say this is the best sound system I've experienced.
I think it's definitely up there for sure. Now, I do want to spend a ridiculous amount of time for a car review to talk about the doors, specifically the rear doors. So I'm actually gonna pull over because Yuri doesn't know about some of these little gimmicks. There's one gimmick that Mercedes and Maybach went above and beyond what Rolls-Royce does.
Let's see it.
So I'm gonna stop right now. Now, a couple things that Rolls-Royce does, same as this one, but for the first time in a Maybach. You can press that button up there and you can open your door the other way. Press it, not pull it. Cool, right?
Obviously, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
now pull it back the other way.
Non-coach doors, that's a first for automatic doors.
Okay, now open it the same way. I can also control that for you through the infotainment, just so you know. Here's where they went above and beyond. Take your hand off that. Reach for the door as if you're gonna close it, but don't reach all the way out to the door. Reach around the pillar.
You're kidding me.
Now pull. Do it in a faster motion, as if you're like swinging it open. Go like this. Try it again. Keep trying.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. Once you get used to it, gesture controls
Dude.
can be very good.
And that, I think, is the first real application of a gesture control that I think works really well. You gotta hold it. I've gotten so good that I can do this first try now. No, you're reaching too far out. It's like in line with that thing somewhere, but slightly outside. I thought I was gonna do it there. You don't have the force. Okay.
And it works like a normal door too.
It also does. Obviously it has peasant blockers, so I can control those for you.
I like that. Nothing manual.
And it's nice and quiet as well.
I feel like we were in a Lexus recently that had, these windows are so clear.
Yeah, they're real nice. You also have the shade back there, so I can also control that for you. There's also the shade up here, which I'm not going to control because there are cameras on it. However, there's a shade up here. Check this out. I can go like this. I'm controlling it with gestures up here.
Why do I care? The convenience is for the driver. I'm back here. You shouldn't matter to me.
Sorry, I got excited.
You should have a window crank.
Okay, yeah,
I
I probably should. Let's continue driving because that's all about the door. That was a lot about a door. Now, there's a bunch of crazy stuff back there. We've already driven the GLS Maybach. However, we have not driven this one. We have champagne flutes down there. These are the plastic ones. You don't actually get these with the car. These are from Dollarama. You're supposed to get like silver ones, which we don't have because there's actually champagne holders. You're right above you where the Maybach logo is. That's where they actually are supposed to be stored. Now I think somebody stole them or something, or Mercedes doesn't want us to touch them.
They just hit them. But look, there's a cup holder here that fits them perfectly, and it's got little arms that grab the base. That's so smart.
Now, you also have cup holders up front. Yuri, test those for me out back.
Okay, that fits a small cup just fine. And then there's a smaller one for Red Bulls. But my coffee is too hot from Tim Hortons. I need it colder.
Do I have a solution for you? I can reach back here and I can press the heated and cooled cup holders, which then change the color.
Okay, awesome. Okay, but...
Hang on. My son also found that to be the coolest feature of this car. He loved it. He was dying laughing pressing that button.
Hey, chauffeur, I'm going to push this button. What's going to happen?
You're probably going to break the champagne flutes.
No, it hits the champagne flute, it feels the pressure, and it goes back. That is very cool.
Now take out those champagne flutes, hold them like a peasant, and now press the button, and then look at that center console. The GLS did not have this cool feature.
Hey, piano black, my favorite as someone who doesn't have to clean it.
Exactly.
If I could watch my chauffeur suffer to clean this, that would make me feel so much richer.
No, you'd have to watch your detailer suffer. Anyways.
I'm not watching him. The chauffeur's taking it to the detailer.
You could press either of those two buttons because either the passenger on that side or the passenger on that side can also control that console.
All right, I got something for you. I need to do my business.
What kind of business?
Computer business.
That makes sense.
Where is my table?
You have a tray table. If you lift that where your iPad thing is, you have a tray table.
Oh.
Swings out, very luxurious. I think it's even leather
The
wrapped.
top better match the rest of the, and it does. And there's one on the passenger side as well.
Which is pretty sick.
And there's so much room on the passenger side. I feel like if I was on that side, I would still be just as comfortable.
Right, and you're not even fully reclined yet, so you can actually recline, or you are fully reclined, but you don't have your little footrest thing popped up yet.
Okay, let me get into that position for Cliche Corner. I want to experience Cliche Corner as if I was in bed.
It might be a little slow, so press that front foot thing. Oh, no, it's not doing it. Press the little front foot thing at the bottom.
I got all my buttons on the door here, and I've got more controls on my tablet and controls on my screen, which I can't reach right now, but that is okay.
Yeah, so this is the passenger seat in the fully forward motion so that Yuri has the most passenger seat back there. How comfortable is that right now?
Yeah, this is very nice.
So you can get a massage back there. You can either press it on your door or, actually no, I don't even think you can press it on your door because that's just your heated and cooled. You have it all through your tablet.
Nice.
So you have your Samsung tablet, which you can also use YouTube on, and then YouTube will then theoretically display on your
the
screen
YouTube's
up
not
here.
in MBUX, so that's fishy to me. It's not like a
You
like
gotta
an
sign in.
airplane.
Yeah.
I'm not about that. That's not luxurious enough for me.
Okay, Yuri, as your driver who you didn't pay enough, I'm gonna put this into curve mode.
I better stay fully level this whole time.
Okay, so we're out of sport mode, and check this out. We are dipping into the curve. Tires are squealing.
I feel so level.
How level is that?
This is amazingly level. And say I was a fan of slalom skiing and I wanted the car to slalom ski, would I still stay level?
Check this out. You could glide around like this as if you're skiing.
It's turning into every turn on its own.
How crazy is this?
Just like the Maybach GLS, but like this is just as impressive.
This does even more because there's 3 levels of curve mode control in this car.
I want it at maximum at all times, please.
That's already what I've set it to.
Okay, now put it to Maybach mode.
Okay, Maybach mode is obviously the most comfortable mode. It's got a diamond, so you know it's the most comfortable
Is
mode.
it as comfortable as this Maybach pillow?
I don't know, you tell me.
You know what, my back is in pretty rough shape, so it actually feels worse having that behind me right now.
But you could also do power lumbar and all that fun stuff back there.
Yeah, let me just adjust my lumbar all the way off with this tablet. Very nice, very easy to use when I'm not actually driving.
Yeah, exactly. Most luxurious and so comfortable through Cliche. You barely moved. That was in curve mode, which, I mean, you probably shouldn't really use. Maybach mode is where you want
I
to be.
would have told you to go with like 30 through there if I was your actual boss.
So the next thing I want to talk about is the lights in here. Super impressive, are they not?
They are very nice, and even with it being full daytime, full sun, I can still see all of them, and they're very different than, I guess, the other S-Class and the EQS.
And I'm going to blow your mind with this. Watch this. I'm going to change your climate. You look at that light right there.
Oh.
I can send laser beams of red and blue, alternating however many times I press it.
That is definitely worth the money I hypothetically paid for this vehicle.
And I could do that in the first row as well, and it's also equally impressive. It's actually even more impressive, but now that the seat's blocking it, you can't really see that. Actually, here, I'll do my side. Yuri, you take a look at my side. Here, check this out. Laser beams all the way down.
Oh, heck yeah.
And then they end over here, because then that's where you get yours.
That's really cool. That's definitely a very cool gimmick.
Exactly.
I think Mercedes is still winning for ambient lighting, just destroys every other company.
For sure. And the next thing, this thing is optioned out pretty much almost to the max. We have a leather wrapped roof.
Headliner,
Yeah, like ridiculous. Which also brings me to the leather wrapped visors, which, should I do it for you, sir?
Yeah.
Ah, count me in, please, sir.
You didn't even do the other one, though.
I haven't done it yet.
3, 2, 1.
Full pass, and it's a double.
That's nice.
Okay, that one, I gotta check it. Yeah. Full pass, and it's a double as well.
Money well spent.
So I've had my fun up here being called a peasant for the last several minutes. I do want to
I
get
did
back
not use
there.
that word once.
In my head,
employee.
you made me feel like one.
Good.
Okay, there you go.
You got benefits.
I want to get back there, but I want to do one last thing, is just floor it and make it very uncomfortable for you with all this torque.
Slam the brakes. I want to see if I... that's not even that bad.
No, and the seatbelts actually have airbags in them, and you actually have a seatbelt giver in the back seat, which I have not seen.
This airbag seatbelt feels like money well spent.
It does. All right, let's get you into here so I can experience the back.
My turn to play Crazy Taxi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Yo, before we start, can we do the counting the Maybach badges break?
Yeah, go for it. You count them.
Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12. Still 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22,
23.
24.
You forgot 2 of them sitting in the driver's seat. Move your legs.
I did not forget, I was getting to it. 25, 26. Steering wheel, 27. Both headrests, 28, 29.
In this gauge mode, we don't have any. Yuri, change the gauge mode, and we are going to blow everybody's mind. Maybach mode.
Is that 29 or is that 30?
Look at all the logos in the background. There's like 400.
Oh, okay, yeah. We're at 30 plus logos with all the Maybach, and the reflection of the Maybach also counts as, yeah, 30 plus. I was right.
Let us know if we missed any in the comments below. I forgot that I closed the door, not with my gimmick. Let's see if I can get this done first try. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Ah, okay. Now I'm gonna wait for this. Why isn't my seatbelt being given? Okay, well the seatbelt giver sometimes works. And the receptacles are illuminated in red, which is nice. Driver, send it.
Oh, a 3D gauge cluster.
Yeah, dude.
What? What mode am I in?
You're in curve.
Let's go to sport. Launch control.
Use my heated neck pillow.
Ooh, I love the look of that badge at the front of the hood, and we got a cool chrome strip down the center. That is wild.
Dude, I can't believe how far I am from you. Look how much more room I have in here than the GLS. Like, I actually fit in this fully reclined.
Cars are better than SUVs. We've been saying it forever.
I love sedans. I want a sedan. I want a big long wheelbase sedan so badly.
Curve mode.
I feel like I'm in the Swiss Alps, Yuri.
Last second turn.
Oh, there go my champagne flutes.
The sound of high quality glass. Okay, that's cool. I'm going back to Maybach mode.
Dollarama's finest.
Can we chat about the looks? Because this is the most Maybach spec'd out, perfect Maybach spec'd out, ever spec'd out.
Okay, after one crazy feature that I know you're gonna love. So this has highway driving assist, whatever, lane keep assist, adaptive cruise, just like every other Mercedes and stuff. But this one with the head-up display shows you the car in front of you with augmented reality. And then if you turn on your turn signal, you can see where it's gonna go in the lane. It shows you with an arrow.
That's what you're paying for.
Yes, okay, looks.
Perfect color.
Perfect spec.
Black on the bottom, silver on top. We've got a hand-painted pinstripe, which looks amazing. The only weird thing is that the door jambs are silver and they didn't paint it all black.
Right.
I don't know if they did that on purpose or there's reasoning behind that.
Well, part of the car is actually hand-painted, so part of the car, which must be silver, then gets off the assembly line to then get craftsmanshiped by hand. So it must be the black.
And then I also don't know if it's pronounced Maybach or Maybach.
I think it's Maybach.
I think it's Maybach too. People say Maybach.
Rappers say Maybach, and I used to say Maybach.
Somebody at Maybach/Maybach hit us up. send us a voice recording of what it's supposed to be.
And my favorite part about the side of the looks of this thing is A, how big it is, B, the two-toneness, C, the Maybach C-pillar logo that lights up at night. This thing looks incredible at night. It has so much presence and it's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, I love the long wheelbaseness of it. Everything looks awesome, but the best part is the wheels.
I was saving the best for last, which is D, and those are definitely the wheels. These wheels are perfect.
I want that on everything, but then I guess you can't really have it on anything. You really just need to have it only on Maybachs.
Well, any big luxury sedan, I think you can have wheels like this on.
I would take these over Alpina wheels because the
Yeah.
last Maybach we drove, the GLS, had like those kind of Alpina wheels. This is just,
These are like monoblocks.
this is perfect.
It is. And these are forged, but there is one wheel option above this, but they're like multi-spoke, but they don't look as good as these ones. Save your money.
Don't save money.
No, save your money so you can get these better looking wheels.
I don't think people who buy this car care about saving money.
Oh, well, they probably don't. And this has one crazy feature, which is 10 degrees of rear axle steering, which you can definitely see with those sick wheels.
Yeah, from the outside, it's like really noticeable. I like it a lot.
And front looks, you can see the 3 lines in the headlights. As you know, it's an S-Class type thing. I've grown to appreciate this new S-Class looks, but only in the Maybach version.
Yeah, and then we got even like more stuff in these headlights. It looks awesome. I love the grille.
Yeah. And it
Nothing-
says Maybach in the grille at below the logo.
Nothing to complain about.
No, there really isn't.
How about the rear end looks?
It's okay.
I do really like the taillights though. That's a nice design.
Taillights are really cool. Exhaust tips are kind of funny, just like they were on the GLS. They're kind of trying to hide the fact that they are exhaust tips.
Employer, would you like to listen to the car from the outside?
Yeah, okay, fine.
And in sport mode inside,
Ooh. Sounds like thrust.
it's like very quiet. You were going through a car wash while you called me, and I didn't even know. Then you were driving, and I still didn't know the car was moving. That's how silent it is.
It is really quiet in here. However, I have to say that it is slightly, maybe 1 decibel louder than a Rolls-Royce or something like that.
Which I understand.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
And-
it's different than Rolls,
Hey,
but it is kind of Rolls.
The value here is crazy compared to a Rolls-Royce. Like a Rolls-Royce, the one that I drove, was like $600,000.
I think
This is a bargain.
at this current moment, I would be as excited to see a Rolls Royce on the road as I am to see a Maybach.
Yeah, for sure. Maybach. Let us know in the comments.
And then in here, for me operating this, we've got this screen, which controls absolutely everything in your climate, which is different than the EQS a little bit. It's very nice to use. Good Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. It's got MBUX voice control, so you can talk to it. It will take a little time for your chauffeur to get used to it if he came out of maybe like a 2005 S-Class Maybach.
Yes, for sure. It does take some getting used to, but I think this is one of the better versions of MBUX. It's not as horrendous to use as the EQS was. And driver, earlier you mentioned that the 3D gauge cluster was impressive. I'm going to impress you even more. Put it into the sport version of the Maybach gauges to your left. Normally a very gimmicky gauge, but with 3D, floor it.
That is such good 3D-ness.
First time ever, I think.
That is amazing. Man, like, why are they putting so much effort for the driver?
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like if I bought this Maybach, I'd want to drive it as I'd almost want to drive people in it more than I'd want to be driven in it.
I'm down. Hey, you want to buy this as a company car? I will sit back here, you sit up there.
I can't afford to take that much like loss on value over the years.
Yeah, exactly.
Just keep it as long as it's under warranty. But don't take that personally, Maybach. Every luxury car goes down in value, right?
Absolutely. Dude, I can't believe how much room there is back here. This is so sick.
Yeah.
Like, so much better than GLS.
R.I.P. Maybach GLS.
Okay, speaking of RIP, this does have e-active body control just like that GLS. However, we can't make it bounce.
But I bet you some Ukrainian hackers probably could.
Potentially.
They can hack John Deere's, they can hack a Maybach.
Internet, let us know if you can make one of these bounce with the stock factory suspension just like you can on the GLS. This suspension is some of the most comfortable suspension, however slightly less comfortable than the Rolls-Royce that I drove because that had suspension for the suspension.
And as always, I will never be impressed until I get to drive that Bose Lexus that can jump over stuff.
Yeah.
That's the goal. We should just buy that. Like, how much could it cost?
Probably $1 million.
It's probably rotting away, and it'll be like $30,000 OBO. I know what I got.
Yo, Bose, hit us up.
It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, exactly. Is it just Matt Farah's million-mile Lexus now for $1?
Hey, is this still available? He's gonna say yes, and we'll just stop messaging.
Exactly.
And through Cliche Corner,
Dude, this thing's quick.
as a speedy chauffeur,
I feel fantastic. Like, if we were escaping a country and we were being chased by bad guys because we did something in that country that we shouldn't have,
we
this is
would
great.
pick a more subtle car, but we'd still get away pretty quickly in this.
Yeah, and I'd like to get it bulletproofed because, you know, this doesn't come bulletproofed, which is kind of disappointing.
How long can you drive this in Toronto until you get carjacked?
Probably not very long.
1 week.
So we've been talking about how luxurious this is the entire time. There is one feature about this car that is not luxurious.
There's no AC plug back there to charge your computer.
There is two features that is not luxurious about this car. Starting this car up, you don't hear anything except the motor from the steering wheel adapting to your driving position. It's so loud, it's louder than the engine.
But in all fairness, the car will already be started by the time the passenger gets in there.
Good point.
But then there's no plug to charge your computer. Like, I feel like you're gonna send your driver to go get some Ryobi 40-volt batteries with the AC power adapter.
This has a bunch of USB-C ports down here, I think 4 of them, so I believe MacBooks are powered by USB-C, so you're good if you're a Mac guy.
There probably aren't too many wealthy people who use Windows, right?
Probably not.
Is that what you're saying?
Except Bill Gates. I'm gonna use my Maybach pillow just to finish this review, and I think that's it, Yuri. This car is really impressive. One of my favorite cars I've ever been in.
We should probably get to the price.
Yeah, so this one starts at $240,400.
Canadian.
And this one's optioned out to $297,600.
That's like twice as much as the regular S-Class 580.
Yeah, and I think it's actually twice as impressive.
I think it's 3 times as impressive.
Do you think it's half as impressive as a Rolls-Royce?
I think it's 80% as impressive as a Rolls-Royce. It has more impressive features, but people might still be more impressed by a Rolls-Royce.
Bargain of the century, no doubt.
If you're rich.
Yes.
If you're normal, this is the worst idea. Do not buy one. But if you want to
Yeah.
look up older Maybachs, you can hit up tsb.truecar.com. I'm sure there's a bunch there that are affordable.
There is, and you can get S-classes and whatever you want. So take your rich ass and sit it back here.
In a 2005 Maybach for
62S. I actually looked at buying one of those because they're like 60, 70 grand.
still 60, 70 grand?
Yeah, I mean, it's still a lot of money, but...
Like, I figured you could get one for like $16,000 for
No.
like a 2000s something.
Tyler Hoover of Hoovie's Garage bought like this janky one with like the rear door like sliced open, and he still had to pay a lot for it. But
Alright.
apparently it was a pretty good car.
Shout out to Hooves.
Shout out Tyler for buying every cool car.
Yeah. I guess we can't make cool buying car videos anymore.
Yeah. Man, I really wish I could have this open for the whole review.